It's been a while since I've set up. I'm trying to get, I keep finding things that I'm like, oh dear, that's not where it's supposed to be. Faye says hi. She's in bed next to me. Hi, Faye. Good to see. Good to hear from you. I hope you and Trix are having a good time together. I wonder how I sound. I hope I don't sound too like because I'm gonna be coughing some. I think because I'm still like on the tail end of COVID. Noise is too loud? Okay, let's see. This is an unusually loud game, I've noticed. Just a bit. How's that? Is that better? Good? Okay, good. I'm gonna take a drink before I cough. Hang on, I gotta cough. Hold on. Ah, perfect. Okay. So sorry I haven't streamed in what feels like forever. We had the two cons, and then I was all excited because I was gonna come back, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna stream, and then I got COVID, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I can still stream. I have COVID, you know, that doesn't mean I can't stream. And then I got like the sore throat kind of killed it. Like I was having trouble talking for a while. Not as bad as Lunar did though. I think Lunar had a worse time with that than I did. But yeah, voice sounds so tired. COVID kicked your butt. Yeah, for me, like colds end up like, I know I'm at the end of it when I just get a bunch of like congestion. That's how like I know that it's about to end. And so like I'm not as bad as I was. Like I was really like, I was coughing like every 2 minutes or something like a couple of days ago, and now it's just like if I talk a whole lot like this, I'll probably cough. But yeah, I'll keep trying to mute it because I don't want to like cough through the whole stream. But yeah, so sorry it's been a while. I just haven't, I've not been up to it at all. I'm gonna, because like I used to get the flu a lot, and you know, like I could stream through the flu, I think. COVID, I'm gonna put COVID up there with like what's it called? Shoot, I'm trying to think of the name. Strep throat. I'm gonna put COVID up there with strep throat. While strep throat is way more painful, it just like, no, I don't know. Strep throat might be worse, because when I had strep throat last, I just remember like looking at Lunar and being like, I want to die. Can you just end it for me? He's missed streaming and really wanted to today. I really did miss streaming. I really did. I actually was like, I spent a lot of time like planning how I was gonna do this month, and all those plans kind of got thrown out the window. So we're gonna play Suika game. Because as soon as Lunar and I found out it was available in the US, we bought it. Because we've been, this is a really fun game. It's like, I forget how much it was. It was like $3 or something. It was really cheap. Like, I highly recommend anybody who wants to play it get it. It's on the Switch. Oops. It's a really good game. But yeah, so we're gonna play Suika game, and yeah, I can talk during that. It's okay, I already know how to play. There we go. Okay. How's everyone doing? I'm sorry I haven't been very active on anything like Twitter and stuff like that. It's just, I've only paid attention to like 3 notification types, and unfortunately Twitter was not one of them. I actually remember I loaded up Twitter for the first time in a while today, and the last tweet that I had read was apparently 6 days ago. And I was like, oh, it's been much longer than I had originally thought it was. Because originally I was like, I'll probably boot it up and it'll be like, dang it, forgot to mute. I'll probably be like, you know, yeah, it was like 3 days ago. You haven't been on Twitter in 3 days, and unfortunately, that was not true. Boop. It's also just like sickeningly cute, this game. Yes, I hope everyone's been doing good. I'm trying to think of like, I got Furina. I have a C1 Furina with her weapon. It took a while to get that. Oh, come on. You can touch. There we go. Okay, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I was like, I was ready for her to come out. I was so excited. And I really enjoyed cosplaying Furina. I'll be perfectly honest, the stream would have been pushed off today. There was an opportunity for me to cosplay today if I didn't have COVID. But I'm still testing positive. So I was like, technically I can't. Also, I cosplayed Furina, like... That's the second time that's happened. I'm kind of excited about that. It's fun. The C1 was random. Yeah, it was. It was on like Wish 20 of the second time around that I got this C1. But she's really cool and really fun. But I was all excited because I was gonna cosplay Furina today. There was an opportunity for me to if I didn't have COVID, and it's okay though. It was probably for the best because I had COVID. I didn't get a chance to like fix things on the cosplay because some funny stories from the con. The cosplay was fantastic, but my problem was there were so many moving parts and it just kept falling apart. Not because the cosplay was bad, but just because there was just so much to it. Like, if you've ever seen her idle animation when she like sits down on that bubble and she has to like lift up that tailcoat, like I had to do that anytime I sat down. And thank goodness that like every time it failed, it was always at like the end of the convention when we were getting ready to like go home and change for the day. So that was good news, but there we go. I was the cutest Furina. I hope I was the cutest Furina. I had a lot of fun with it. She's just so cool. I was really excited when I saw her trailer, or not trailer, the like that Fontaine trailer. And she's like sitting up there and she's like, boring. When is something interesting gonna happen? And I was like, I like this girl. We're gonna become very good friends. I have a feeling. And sure enough, she's now one of the best characters in Genshin, in my opinion. And I'm not gonna say any spoilers or anything, but the Archon quest was fire. Made me want to cry several times. And then her story quest was just as good. Like, I didn't think it could get better, and it somehow did. But I'm excited to be streaming again. I really missed it. I was really kind of sad when I didn't get to stream last weekend, because I was like, I have con stories. I've got so many things I want to say and tell people and interact with chat, you know? But it really did wipe me. Like, like I said, I only really paid attention to like 3 notifications throughout the entire time, and I like, my goal for today is to be a little bit more active on like Twitter. Oh, dang it. I hate when that happens. Like after this, I kind of plan to, I'll probably get some food first, depending on when we end. But my plan is to, I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna say that's the right decision. Is to like sit on Twitter for a bit just so I can like catch up. People have been sending me things and I have not been paying attention. Not on Twitter, actually. I don't think anyone sent me anything on Twitter. I think, finally caught up on stuff that, some family members sent me. But I will say, I think I needed the rest that COVID provided. I think I was a little burnt out. But good news is, I have been... Oh, are you serious? Oh no! Dang it. What's my score goal? Oh, 3,000. That's like the, what's it called? That's like the thing that everyone tries to go for, is 3,000. It's apparently really hard to get, and I believe it, because I've yet to hit... I think I hit like 2,092. And that's as high as I could get. But Lunar and I have been having friendly competition, trying to see who can get the highest score. I think currently right now it's me. think. I know Lunar held the title for a really long time and I just couldn't even come close. But I think I finally did push it over the edge. This is not going well. Something's got to happen differently for this to work, I think. Oh, crap. I don't like where that's going. Come on! Yay! Alright. Good things, mostly. Yeah, I was mean and beat you. Yeah. It's okay, I know you've been intentionally losing to it. Give me one moment, I think I heard something. Okay, that was really weird. I thought I heard like someone at the door, but turns out I didn't. But yeah, no, you know you were like you were just being nice, Lunar. You let me have the win. Ah, come on! You know you want to give on that one. I was afraid of that. Oh no, we're so close. Lunar and I have been watching so many like VODs of like VTubers play this. But seriously though, it's a really fun game and it's super relaxing, mostly. And it's like easy to play, like you don't really need much to enjoy it. And you know, it's like one of those things where it's kind of addicting because you're just like, I want to keep going because it's so easy to just keep going with it. So I do highly recommend it. The developer did a really good job with it. But I also imagine that they probably didn't expect a... Because this game blew up in Japan from what I understand. And then it blew up in the US of everybody like... Because you had to, for a while, like create a Japanese account on Switch. Oh, dang it. You had to create a Japanese account on Switch. And then you had to get a Japanese eShop gift card. And then you had to like... Then you had to buy it. And then you could only play it on the like Japanese account. So like, so many people were just like... circumventing everything to try and play this game. And they finally... Oh, that was a dumb idea. I don't know why I did that. So close, right? I'm glad we can play it. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think like I think I did need the break that kind of came with COVID. It felt good, but I did work some on the just chatting screen because I want to make sure that that's done in time. I don't want to rush that. So I've been steadily working on it. And I'm kind of excited because it's coming together really, really well. But I'm at the part now where I kind of have to like put in detail, and that's the part that I haven't been looking forward to. Just because I know it's going to be tedious and long. And I don't like what our setup is here, but I guess we'll start that. Let's see. What other con stories did I have? There was a Genshin board game. It's called Genshin Taro. It's like a fan game. Not the developer, but like the creator is Brother Ming Games. I made a tweet about it. It should be pretty recent because I think it's like probably one of the last things I tweeted. It's a super fun game, and they also made a Fire Emblem game, and I'm waiting. Apparently that's like they've pulled it back because they're going to be adding a bunch of stuff to it, like they reached another Kickstarter goal, and so they're like they stopped selling it for now, but it'll be back on the market soon, and I'm really excited for that point because I really want to play it. But they hired a bunch of artists to like draw art of like the different characters, and it's a really cool game. Highly recommend it. Lunar and I have been playing it. I would say non-stop, but then, you know, we got sick and we didn't. I was like, no, we can't touch the cards. We will not infect the cards. Yeah, we'll go over here. All right, I'm actually kind of liking how this setup is going so far. This isn't too bad. If we can keep up this momentum, we'll be fine. We can keep a lot of the smaller ones off to the side, I think. I've been watching Sailor Moon. I've never seen it, and so I started watching it. It's been a fun board game. It has. It's pretty good. Got all the peaches, yes. Man, I miss streaming. This is fun. Yeah, I've been watching Sailor Moon. I've never seen it before. And I was like, it's about time that I see it, I think. I keep hearing how good it is, and I know like there's Sailor Moon Crystal out right now. And so I'm like, if you know, like if they're remaking it, right? Then why wouldn't I try to make an attempt to like, because I'm starting with the original. Like I'm watching from the very beginning back in 1995. Filler and all, like I'm not even gonna try to avoid the filler because I didn't do that with Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, and I don't intend to do that with Sailor Moon. But it's been fun. I honestly thought it would be kind of like a little hard to watch, especially in the beginning, and to some extent, you know, like it was kind of, but not as bad as I think it was. I'm trying to think. There was an anime that I remember watching, and I was just like, oh man, this is slow. Like in the beginning, and I can't remember what it was. What anime was it? Either way, I thought it would be slow, and it was a little bit, but not as bad as I thought. It's still been a really fun time. I absolutely love that just like in the beginning, Tuxedo Mask was just like pointless. He would just show up and be like, Sailor Moon, don't cry. And then she'd be like, oh, Tuxedo Mask, and he'd be like, farewell. And that would be his only plot device, and I loved it. It was the funniest thing. Come on. Okay, good. I was worried that it was gonna like make it fly. But my goal for watching Sailor Moon, because like I'm not like I'm watching it because I want to see it, but I also have like an ulterior motive behind it too. Like I actually want to, because I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. Hey, we got a melon. Because I am a huge fan of like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I always hear that like Sailor Moon is the only one that can beat Goku, and from what I understand, a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans also agree with that sentiment. So I'm kind of like, I don't know anything about Sailor Moon. Can she beat Goku? And I'm kind of curious, so We'll find out if Sailor Moon can beat Goku, and then I'm gonna do like this deep dive analysis into it for no other reason other than I can. Like, it's gonna be a produced video and everything. I'm like, it's gonna take a while though, because I have to finish Sailor. Like, I'm watching all of it. I'm watching the original run of Sailor Moon, and then I'm gonna watch Sailor Moon Crystal, and I'm hopefully gonna be caught up in time for the new movie, because I think there's a new movie coming out. Ah, are you serious? I don't know if that's good or bad, what just happened. What do I do? Let's see. Sounds really interesting. Melon! Yes, we have the melon. I feel like I screwed up somewhere. For some reason, I don't have the happy feeling that I did. Like in the beginning when things were going just so incredibly well. Oh, touch! Oh, thank you. I haven't coughed in a bit. That's pretty cool. At least I think it is. So I found this cool thing at the second convention we went to. It was in like the artist section, and I found it was like these acrylic keychains of Robin and Tharja. They're like double-sided, and that I loved. Like in Fire Emblem Awakening, like Robin and Tharja was like my ship. That was probably the first time I actively shipped characters. Like, I can't honestly think of a time before that where I like saw two characters and was like, I want you to kiss. And it was Robin and Tharja, I'm pretty sure were the first two that I was just like, you two need to get married. And then I found out that you could marry them. And I was like, well, I know what I'm doing. They are cute, yes. Will the fox make it out? I hope so. I'm doing good, yay. I'm glad. Yeah, Robin and Tharja were like as soon as I found out that I could marry them off, I like stopped doing the main story and I went and did all of like, cause in Fire Emblem Awakening, you can spawn like enemies in the map to like do extra training. And I just did all the extra training so that way I could, raise their support enough to get them married. Like, the story didn't exist to me. I wanted Robin and Tharja to marry. And then we had two beautiful daughters, and it was lovely. I'm not exaggerating. If you've never played Fire Emblem, Awakening specifically, when characters get married, you do recruit their children. Because of some weird time mechanic that they have in the game. I don't like this, but we're gonna have to. Oh, 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 hey, 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 look at that. Holy crap. Hey, that's never happened. Oh. That's awesome. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was really loud. I forget there are other people that live here. Not in our, like in the apartment building. Sorry, neighbors. I got Suika. Well, now what? Now that we got Suika, I don't know what happens after that. Do I get a reward? Do I get a cookie? You should get a cookie if you get Suika. Well, maybe the reward is Suika. I could see that. Oh, wait. I did hear a knock at the door. There's a package at the door. That's why I heard a knock. There was a package at the door. I just got the notification. Oh, that probably sounded gross. Sorry about that. Lunar and I caught up on Spy Family. That's been kind of our thing. Like, we started watching Spy Family right before we went to the convention last year, and we just never kept going with it. Like, we got back from the convention and just stopped watching Spy Family. Why? Oh, that was close. So we finally caught up on Spy Family. Oops. Oh. Thank you, Lunar. But yeah, this time we did it. Ah, I knew that was a bad idea too. Oh well. I got Suika. Woo, okay. I'm gonna talk about stream plans now. What happened? I lost. Yeah, I was stupid and I put the was it orange or persimmon? I don't remember which one, but I put it in the wrong place. Or like I put it in the right place. Let me rephrase that. I put it in the right place. It's just because of how the game works, it was the wrong place. It was gonna happen eventually though. But so with the Just Chatting stream coming in beginning of December, I know we had talked about it being on my stream anniversary, but I don't know if I can, like, I don't know what day that is. Like, I gotta look at the calendar and actually like plan it. But I'm hoping to do it on Saturday, so whatever Saturday we can finagle my stream anniversary will probably be when I do it. Yeah, I guess we'll do it here. But the Just Chatting stream's coming. I'm trying to come up with like just some fun stuff for it. Because I'm also kind of like, if I just talked, like, would people actually like care? Like, am I important enough that I could talk and everyone would listen? But I guess I kind of am if I reached 100 subscribers. That means some people would be listening. You would? Oh, I know you would. I'm glad you would, Lunar. But I'm thinking like it'll be around dinner time. Like it'll totally be like a dinner with Shinji is what I'm thinking. I think that'd be really fun. Cause that was my original plan for Just Chatting content. Like way back, like, cause I do a lot of planning. Like I think like I do a lot of planning, and one of the things that I've been planning is Just Chatting content. And I was like, how would I want to do it? And I'm, you know, like one of the ways was just like, you know, if I do any like middle of the week streams, it could be just like I order lunch or something, right? Or I make lunch and then, you know, just stream for 30 minutes while I eat, you know? I think that could be a lot of fun. Just be like a short little surprise. You two did that on purpose, didn't you? So I'm thinking like, whatever it is, I'll get some food or I'll make some food or whatever, and we'll just have a little dinner. I mean, it'll be obvious. The first Just Chatting stream will be longer than 30 minutes, but you know, we'll have a dinner with Fox, and that'll be fun, I think. Well, that was unexpected. Actually, didn't think that was gonna happen. I think it's hilarious, by the way, that Fox has kind of become my nickname. Someone said it a long time ago. I don't remember who it was, but someone just started saying Fox, and it just kind of became the nickname, and I like it. Sussy Fox. Yeah, no, we've moved on. That's for sure. I haven't been called Sussy in a while. Although I think I did get called Sussy last time I streamed. But that wasn't my fault. The naked man ran in front of my camera, okay? Like, I can only do so much. I refuse to provide context for that. I did a lot of like thinking at the cons too. I don't know what it was. I got a lot of like inspiration at the cons for a lot of things. Like during the AMV contest, I actually like thought of a bunch of different AMVs that I could do. Obviously, I forgot to write any of them down, so now I have to struggle to remember what they were. But I did write 1 or 2 down, I think, that I was just like, I need to remember that. Why'd you do that? But yeah, like, I'm thinking of actually starting on some of the AMVs for next year, like early on. It does require, like, one of them does require me to watch the 100 Girlfriends That Really, Really, Really Love You. So I'm debating on whether I want to. I'll obviously wait for that to be complete just so I can binge watch it, but I wasn't planning on watching it before. I was just like, it's not really my thing. And then I had the idea for the AMV, and I'm like, well, guess what? You probably don't have that much of a choice there, Shinji. Because it's a good idea. And you know how you feel about good ideas. But it does heavily depend on how the anime turns out, because obviously if it doesn't work out, then... Or like if I watch the anime and I'm like, there's not enough here for me to do what I want to do, then... You want to do something fun too? You should. I keep telling you, you need to make another AMV. You would do good at it. I feel like there's something else too that you could do though, like with editing, because you know how to edit. A shameless plug here, Lunar's actually been editing a lot of my clips lately. I think I did the FNAF clips, but that's just because like there was something very specific I wanted from those, but I think all the clips before that of like Genshin and Star Rail, and there's some other stuff too. I don't remember what clips I've got, but yeah, Lunar did a lot of my clips. Not recently. Yeah, but that's okay, because like I said, I like after the FNAF stuff, I was kind of burnt out, and I just didn't have time to like... I knew what I wanted from the FNAF stuff, and so I was just like, I wanted to do those, but like I said, I think I was burnt out a little bit, and I think getting sick helped, because I feel more relaxed now. I feel like I could actually do stuff. Like I've got stuff that I gotta edit. I got things that I gotta do, and now I actually feel like I can do them. We have so many freaking pears. Man, I want some pear juice now. The wedding I went to, like, way back in the summer, they had violet sake, and that was delicious. Like, I keep meaning to ask them for the recipe for it. Recipe, look at me. A recipe for the adult beverage. You are a good boy, and I need your motivation. Oh, thank you. I can give you my motivation. I don't know what to do with it half the time, so you can have it. I did have a really good idea for a cosplay for next year. It's really funny. My cosplays for next year are heavily like reliant on what Lunar wants to do, because like depending on what Lunar wants to do will depend on whether we do a couple cosplay or not. Because like I said, I had a few really good ideas. So here's the current cos plans. Lunar said that the other day, and I didn't realize that was a word. And now I want to use it. So here's the current cos plans. If Lunar goes as Dan Heng, then I will go as Blade. If Lunar goes as Dan Heng also, because I don't want to spoil some of the stuff in Honkai, but if Lunar goes as either, so one Dan Heng will lead me to one Dan Heng cosplay like style means I cosplay Blade, and one Dan Heng cosplay style means that I don't you do it. I see you. One cosplay style will mean that I cosplay Welt Yang. But if Lunar cosplays Neuvillette, then I will cosplay Furina again. But a family member who is good at making fursuits has agreed to make me a Yae Miko in fox form fursuit, because I really want to cosplay Yae Miko, but unlike Furina, I don't think I'd be able to pull that cosplay off. So I was like, well, if I had like the fox form, that I could do. So if I end up cosplaying as Yae Miko, then Lunar will cosplay Raiden. Fancy Dan Heng, yeah, that's what we call him. That's what we call him, Fancy Dan Heng. Who was the other one? There was another. Was it if you cosplay Writhsley, then I was gonna cosplay someone, but I don't remember. Skara. Who was I gonna cosplay if you did Skara? Because I seem to remember. I know the idea about the Nahida keychain on the hat that we had, but I don't remember who. Green girl. Was it really Nahida? Was it Ruka Devada that I said I would do? Might have been Ruka Devada. Oh, come on. You could have moved. Oh, no? Who was it? It wasn't Farujan. I know I wouldn't have suggested Farujan. Was it so Nahida? Smile? Wait, hold on. Small. Oh, so Nahida. Okay. Yes. But then you had another idea. Oh, then there was, if you're gonna be Kaveh, I'm gonna be Alhaitham. And then there was another one that I think it was just like, if you just go as like a character that I can't really like couple cosplay with, then I was gonna do a gender bent Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, or Butler Toru, that's what it was. I was gonna go as Butler Toru. And I was gonna have like a Miss Kobayashi mask that I could like wear around, and so like I could ask people like if they want to be served or something like that, and then I would hand them the mask and I'd be like, sorry, I only serve Kobayashi. Oh, Silverwolf, that's what it was. If you cosplay Silverwolf, then I was gonna cosplay well, honestly, there's no reason I can't cosplay Blade if you be Silverwolf, but I would cosplay Butler Toru. We're serious about our cosplays. Mostly because it was like a first date for us almost, was cosplay. Also, it's just fun. We just really enjoy it. Ain't nothing wrong with playing dress up, I suppose. Ah, dear. Oh man, I screwed this one up royally. I knew that wasn't going anywhere good. Yeah. So I think that's all our cost plans. I feel like hold on, I'm gonna see if I wrote down, I feel like there was one that I was missing that I wrote down that I was like, that'd be a really good one that I could pull off. Vati from The Legend of Zelda. I did think of Vati, but I don't know if I'll do that one, just because it's gonna, like, I'd have to pay, like, do face paint, and I don't know if I want to do that. Like, every single day. Like, the makeup for Furina was enough. I don't know if I could do face paint every single day. But another one I wrote down was Preservation Trailblazer, but I'd want to make the weapon. Because that's my thing. Like, the part of the thing that I love about cosplay is props. Like, I always have to have a prop. And like even with the Furina one, I found the top half of an umbrella. and I think I've said this before, and I printed, like I 3D printed the bottom half of it so that she could have an umbrella as a prop. But now that I have her weapon, I'll actually be working on 3D printing that. So I'll have her weapon. But I've also thought about maybe, like, since there's 2 different, like, outfits for Furina, because I want to like, this is going to be a thing for me. I really want to cosplay, like, Furina a lot. Alice Toko, welcome. Eevee, yes, I love Eevee's honestly, like, I always try to get Eevee in a Pokemon game. I love Espeon. Espeon's my favorite, both Pokemon and Eevee evolution. Shai Shota, Wobbuffet, yes, I do. Wobbuffet's interesting. I've never used Wobbuffet though. There was that one time in Ruby and Sapphire where you get Wynot early on in the game, and I just didn't touch him after that. I like hatched him and I was like, what? And poor Wynot didn't get trained. I'm gonna make that a thing now. I'm gonna go back and play it just so I can train Wynot, and like, but I'm gonna specifically train Wynot to use in the Elite Four. That sounds hilarious to me. But good to see you both, Alice Toko and Shai Shota. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Suika game as I continue my COVID recovery. I'm gonna chance it. Oh, it works! Oh, really? Really? I'm gonna make it worse. That's fine. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be a grape that came out. They could have touched. That's dumb. There we go. No grape for me. Was playing COD earlier. Oh, nice. How was that? Wait, was it the new Modern Warfare 3 or was it a different one? Because I'm really curious. I've heard literally nothing but bad things about the new Modern Warfare 3, and I was like, how did they mess it up? So I'm kind of curious. Was it the new Modern Warfare 3, or has that come out yet? I haven't kept up with COD in a really long time. I used to play it a lot. Especially Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is still like my favorite one to play. The only reason that I played COD Mobile for as long as I did was because the multiplayer was like, even the maps, like it was just like the spitting image of Black Ops 2, and I was like I just couldn't put it down because I just loved the multiplayer in Black Ops 2 so much. See, the new one? Okay, gotcha. You only got it because your dad got it? Oh, nice. How is it? I'm curious. From someone who's played it and not just from a TikTok video, like, what do you think of it? Because Modern Warfare 3 was really good too, and I was kind of surprised to hear that it just hasn't been doing well. But obviously it's, you know, player preference too. You know, someone who may have been expecting something innovative and fantastic clearly has not played Call of Duty. Multiplayer is okay? Okay, that's fair. I don't know what just happened. I wasn't paying close enough attention to really notice. I have got to get that grape out of there. Holy crap. Please don't block the grape. Thank you. Oh no. Oh yay! Heck yeah, we're doing good, okay. Not so much anymore, crap, okay. Man, I don't know what's happening there. Oh no, I just blocked it off, didn't I? Oh crap. Oh well. I think this one's gonna be a bust, guys. No, you're going the wrong way. Lunar and I have been living on chicken soup for the past like week and a half. Cause I do make a homemade chicken noodle soup that's pretty good. And so like as soon as Lunar started to get sick, because we didn't know that we had COVID at first, we actually got back from the con and Lunar took a test because we were curious because she wasn't feeling too good. And it came up negative and we were like, cool. So then I started feeling sick the next day and I was like, you know what, just for work, because I go in person sometimes, I was like, I should just make sure that it's not COVID, because we went to 2 conventions, right? Like obviously we're bound to have gotten it somewhere. And sure enough, I tested positive, and right after that, Lunar tested positive too. And we were like, so either the first one was a false negative, or like I gave her COVID, one of the two. I don't know if that was good or not. Campaign was awful. Okay, so that's probably where I've been hearing all the bad reviews and stuff from, is from the campaign. 3 peaches, I know, what the heck? I hate when this happens. I'll get like 3 or 4 of like the really big ones and it just causes all these problems. I didn't want to do that, but I had to. Oh, I threw the grape out, dang it. Yeah, so we've been like living off chicken noodle soup. Like at a certain point, I was just like, okay, I need other food. So I had like, because we've had somebody that has been willing to run us groceries and thanks to them, seriously, because they've been willing to run us groceries. And I was like, can you please just get me other soup? I was like, I can't have, like, after I had the soup though, I was fine. Speaking of that though, because that was the night we watched, if you have Hulu, it's called The Haunting of the Queen Mary. That was a really good movie. They did a good job with it, I think. It's very gory though, so be warned if gore is something that you're not into. Otherwise, it was a great movie, and I highly recommend it if you have Hulu. Let's see. You thought it was okay? Oh, okay. I must have. I thought it was pretty good, especially with some of the stuff at the ending. I will say it is confusing when they jump around as much as they do. Can I eat solids now? Well, I've been able to eat solids for the whole time. It's just my throat hurt for a while. And that was where the soup really came in handy. But I have been eating solids for a bit. Like, I think we DoorDashed McDonald's today. Because we were, even Lunar's just like, I need other food. But Lunar's negative now, so Lunar's good. But yeah, we've been strictly living on soup and pancakes for the past week and a half. Good things are happening, I think. Hopefully that grape will find its way to its friend. Come on, you can do it. I'm super excited. Pal World is coming out in a month, or at least early access. So I'm really excited to play that. I don't think we'll be able to do the charity stream like I was thinking. I don't know if we have enough people for it. And given the fact that I hit 100 sooner than I thought I would, I'm trying to put more focus towards the just chatting stuff. So, but that doesn't mean we'll never do a charity stream. I actually did, I have this really fun idea. I'm gonna do a 24-hour endurance stream of Hollow Knight one day. And the whole thing is going to be a charity stream, but it'll just be a 24-hour endurance stream. Still trying to work out the logistics of that, but that's not for a while. You had Burger King today? I haven't had Burger King in a hot minute. I always get it like once or twice a year, and then I just never have it again. Hey, we got a peach. Okay. Doing good, I think. I just gotta keep those from blocking each other off, I think, and we'll be okay. There's a good chance that what I'm thinking here is actually a really good idea. Like, if I can just keep all the tiny ones over that way, I think we'll be okay. My word, is it gonna give me anything bigger? I'm glad everyone has context to that, because without context, that is not the right sentence. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna unintentionally create a pineapple over here, aren't we? No! I wasn't paying attention! Crap! Dang it! Shoot! You're going over there. You're gonna like it. You're gonna have to go there. Saw the FNAF movie too. That was a good movie. Bravo to everyone involved in that movie. It was legitimately one of the best things I've seen in a while. And I don't watch things twice, okay? Like I just don't. And I don't really have a reason for why, other than I just don't watch things twice. Like I don't know why. But that movie, I was so excited because it's streaming on Peacock if you're not able to go to the theater and see it. But I legitimately was so, because we were going to watch it with some other people after we went to the theater. Because there was a couple of different people we were going to watch it with. And not everyone could make it to the theater. So we were just like, well, we'll split and just do both. And I was so excited because I was going to get to watch it twice. And then we watched it a third time. Pretty so good, yes. But then we watched it a third time, and it was still just as good. I highly recommend it. And it's been hilarious because I think one of the things I liked about it was that, like, there were no unanswered questions. Like, you as the viewer were not left to wonder if what you saw was what you understood to be correct. You know, it was always like, I screwed up, didn't I? It was always like, you know, you could sit there and they would show you a mysterious thing, right? You know, like you'd see a thing in the story and you'd be like, oh, okay, so I wonder what that means. But then they would tell you. Like, usually with movies nowadays, I've had to, like, look up what happens. Like, look up the Wikipedia summary to try and figure out if what I think I saw and understood was correct. And with this movie, I didn't have to do that. Like, I followed all of it from beginning to end. And I don't think a lot of film does that now. Like, you have to have some, like, deeper meaning with, you know, things left up to interpretation to the viewer, which, yeah, there's a time and place for that. And there's nothing wrong with it, obviously. But I think so many, like, we've just kind of lost the ability to tell a good story. And I think that's what the FNAF movie really did well, was it just told a good story. It was a fun story, and it was a good story, and like, it's been hilarious to watch Screen Rant just like scramble to like try and dissect it as some art piece when it's not. I've been laughing really hard because like they've had nothing. They've not been able to like figure it out, and I think it's so funny because the writing of their articles has gotten not good. At least from what I can tell. I see headlines for stuff from them all the time, and I'm just like, guys, you can do better. I promise you can do better. Oh, that's not good. I done screwed myself over. Oh, crap. Oh, it didn't go the way I was hoping it would. That's not good. Yeah, dang it. Oh well. We almost had a Suika. Oof, I know. But yeah, like, they're saying the dumbest stuff, like, or like one of the things I saw is, like, to give you an example of how they like overanalyze this stuff in a way that just doesn't make sense. Like, they'll put out a headline that says why Cell should be the next Dragon Ball supervillain, and you're kind of like, okay, I wouldn't mind seeing Cell come back. Let me look at that. So you click on the article, and it's like 12 paragraphs detailing who Cell is, just so you can get to the conclusion of Cell should come back because he's cool. And that's like the whole article, right? And it just irks me because you can just tell that they have like no content anymore. They're just struggling for it. And FNAF didn't help them because FNAF had no unanswered questions. So it's literally just them trying to like make sense of this movie when there's nothing to make sense of. It was just a good story. And that's honestly what I liked about it. Oof. It was just a fun, good story, and it told its story well. It left no loose ends, but it left enough for there to be like a second movie, right? Because like, to have a sequel, you don't need like a bunch of loose ends that just go nowhere, you know? Like, that's how you write yourself into a corner. Like, unless you know what you're gonna do with it, you're just gonna write yourself into a corner, and no one likes that. The studio heads don't like that. You as the writer don't like that. So they left it so that this could just be its own thing while also leaving room for a sequel in a way that doesn't leave people scrambling trying to figure out what happened. We don't have enough of that, I think. Everything's got to be like the biggest thought piece of the century, and it's like, why does it have to be that? Did we lose the ability to tell stories? That's my gripe. That's my that's my rant on Screen Rant, and just, you know, stuff in general, I guess. But I highly encourage everyone to go see it. It really was a good movie. Especially if you're a fan of the games. They left a lot in there for the fans. But there's also, like, so we went to see it with a couple family members. Alright, it was me, Lunar, my sister, and my mom, right? And my mom has never played a FNAF game. Doesn't know anything about the franchise. Doesn't know anything about it, right? Other than that it's a spooky game. Ranting about a rant, exactly. And so, but she doesn't even like horror movies, but she was just intrigued by it, right? She was like, how scary could it actually be? And turns out not really all that scary. It really wasn't that scary of a movie. But it was still good. And they were like, like we walked out of the thing, and the only question she had was about something that happened in the movie, but they still explained it. Like she just missed the part where they kind of like went over that, right? And so that was her only question. And I was like, they did such a good job making it so that someone who's never interacted with this franchise before understands what happened. And that to me is incredible. That means they did their job, right? Like, she didn't have to go to a Wikipedia page and, like, dissect all of the game theory videos, and yeah. Just made 1420. Nice. Do you mean the score in the game, or you mean, like, I'm curious. Good job, though, for the 1420, if you're talking about you made that score. Good job. I'm sorry, I have to ask clarifying questions sometimes. I'm just dumb. But yeah, it was a good movie. I really liked it. And all the actors put on quite the performance. And like I said, I would watch it again. I would watch it again. Like I want to. It was that good. Yes. Oh, good. Good job on the score then. Whatever game you're playing where you made that score, I hope you are able to do even better the next time. I done screwed up. This is not the run. The atrocities that we are seeing on screen right now are gonna give me the runs, though. Holy crap. Oh, I screwed it up. They were gonna mesh. There we go. Heck yeah. Oh, 2 pineapples, but they're not gonna ever touch because I screwed up. I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage lately. I got back into that. I kind of got out of it for a little bit because like it was still the beginning of the game. I honestly didn't make it very far. But I had gotten out of it for a little bit because I was just like, I didn't, the story had gotten a little predictable in terms of like how it played out. Not that it was bad, because like I said, it was the beginning of the game. But like, I just was like, everything played out the same. Like all of the chapters. It was like, okay, start new chapter, get new emblem ring, meet new character, and then your character is still really confused. Like there was almost, and then it was just like, oh. But then it was just like, and then move on. Oh, playing the same game, nice. It's fun, isn't it? Oh, you got back into CS2? Wait, sadly, is that a bad thing? Or is it just because it's addicting? I thought CS2 was fun. I've never played it, but I always hear good things. I should play it one day. But anyway, oh, where was I? Yeah, so it was like the same, and then like last night, I make it to like chapter 10, and it gives you that warning message where it was like, hey, you're not gonna have any sentience in this game for a bit. You should probably prepare to not do things in between chapters. And I was like, oh, okay. And then sure enough, things got nuts, and now I'm like super invested in the story because like it was crazy. We are gonna play a Fire Emblem game on stream. It's a fan game that I'm kind of excited to play. So there was a ROM hack for one of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games where it was like an anthology, right? They had like 12 writers, I think. 12 plus writers. And it was like an anthology. So I've never played the anthology, but we're not going to play the anthology on stream. What we're going to do is they came out with another one, and their whole team of writers, they had like a general story that they were aiming for, but each writer was in charge of like a different aspect of the story. So like they would be like, okay, your team writes these 2 chapters, right? And then your team will write these 2 chapters. And so they didn't talk, they didn't collaborate, they just had a guideline, and they all did their own thing. And so we're gonna play that one on stream, because I think it's only like 12 chapters that they said. It's a shorter game, and we could probably get through it pretty quickly. So I'm kind of excited for that. I need to take a drink, oh my word. You quit one day, then got some upgrades, and it feels better. That's literally my relationship with Summoner's War, if you've ever played it. Like, a mobile gacha game, Summoner's War. I used to be really addicted to it. I finally broke it, and I think there's still a lingering addiction, but not as bad as it was. I used to be on that thing 24/7. Lunar can attest to it. I was pretty addicted to that game for a while. But I finally, like, I would break the habit. Like, how this relationship with this game works is I break it. Like, I'll be like, okay, I'm done playing Summoner's War. I'm tired of just how messy this gacha game is. And then, like, I downloaded Raid Shadow Legends because Faye was doing the partnership. And so, was it the partnership or the sponsorship? I don't remember what there was a different term that was used, but I can't remember. You put a 3060 in your PC? Holy crap, nice. You got that extra RTX going. But like the assets in Raid were the same exact, like the status assets were like the same exact ones for Summoner's War. And I showed Lunar, because Lunar had downloaded, no, Lunar didn't download. Wait, no, you did, I think. I can't remember. I showed Lunar, and I was like, these are the same assets. And then Lunar was like, you know, I kind of want to go back and look at my file in Summoner's War. And so Lunar did, and I sat there, and I went, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to download this game. I'm not going to put myself through that again. And that's when Lunar showed me, I think it was a returnee mission, Lunar. I think that's what it was. I don't think it was an event. I think it was a returnee mission. Got a new mouse too, and you had a big jump. Oh, nice. That is a huge jump. Yeah, you are definitely running the good stuff there. I wish I was good at building PCs. We have like, you know, a gaming PC that was custom. Well, not custom, I guess. You know, it was like a, what's the word? It's like when you buy the like build online and they put it together and ship it to you. It's kind of like that. But I think we got ours at Best Buy. But I wish I was better at like doing that, because I if I had to like upgrade anything on it, I'd be so lost. So good on you for getting the 3060 there and installing it. That's incredible. Pre-builds are okay. Yeah, it does what we needed to do. I just needed something strong enough to edit videos with. Which was hilarious, because then my friend handed me like a 9-hour Cyberpunk stream for like the first, because I edit some clips for my friend's streams. And he handed, like, the very first stream he did was like a 9 to 12 hour Cyberpunk stream. And the computer like barely was able to handle that. I remember like being worried. I was like, oh crap, did I not buy a strong enough PC? Because I did so much research on it. And nope, it was just because it was a 9-hour plus stream. But it handles it well. It does what I needed to do, which is all I really could ask for anyway. But anyway, so they were running this thing. There's a mechanic in the game where you can fuse monsters, right, to get stronger ones. And they only have like, when I stopped playing, they only had like 5, right? And I was working towards one. But the problem is fusing is ridiculously annoying, because you have to basically like, you have to use a ton of resources to do it. And so Lunar booted up the game and went, hey Shinji, they're running a thing right now where you can get a free fusion, and I was like, I only need that last fusion. Ah, crap. So I booted the game back up, and sure enough, I've been playing it ever since. But like I said, I've been better about it, especially that they would put in a bunch of quality of life improvements to make farming easier, so I don't have to like be addicted to the game. So my plan is to finish up some of the stuff that I didn't get to finish the last time I played, and then I think I'll be done for good. I don't know if there's anything else for me to even do, because after that it's just a bunch of PvP crap that I don't really feel like doing. I've never felt like doing the PvP stuff. I'm not a big PvP guy in gacha games. In a lot of games, actually, because once a meta's established, that's what everyone does, and then it's like if you're not playing the meta, then you may as well not play the game at all, because you're never gonna get anywhere, you know? I have a love-hate relationship with game metas, because on the one hand, it means that the devs are actually, like, listening to the player base and, like, doing what players want them to do. But on the other hand, it just means that, you know, things can become pay to win a lot more easier, or a lot more easily. Oh, come on! You're so close! You've got friends over there. You should go see them. Ah, crap, now they're never gonna touch. I learned in high school how to put together a PC. Oh, nice! You need to test 2077? You should. So, I didn't personally enjoy 2077. I like the face, Lunar. I personally didn't really enjoy it. I felt like the game insisted upon itself, and that's the only way I know how to describe that. Like, I feel like it needed to take every opportunity it could to remind me that, like, you know how, like, when a kid learns a swear word, and they just say it over and over and over again without actually knowing what the word means? So, like, but they're saying it to sound tough and sound important and stuff like that, right? That's how it felt playing Cyberpunk. I felt like the game took every opportunity to remind me that, like, it's like, yeah, we do crime. And it's like, yeah, I know we do crime. That's like the whole point of the game. You don't need to keep saying it. And then it would just be like, they just were taking so many opportunities to remind you that you do crime. But it wasn't from a standpoint of like there was a purpose behind it. It was more almost like it was just like, yeah, aren't you such a bad boy for being a criminal? And it was like, please stop. This is cringe now. And I'll be perfectly honest, the experience just made me want to play Skyrim, which, not to Cyberpunk's fault. Most open world games that are RPG like that just make me want to play Skyrim. Like, I honestly haven't really played. The only Fallout game I've played was Fallout 4, and I played for 15 minutes, because then I wanted to go play Skyrim. I was tired of wielding a gun, and I wanted a sword, and which is crazy, because I actually liked the gunplay mechanics in Fallout. But the whole time, I was just like, man, it'd be great if I could have a sword. And, I didn't even get to see what happened. All right, we're gonna play one more. And then we'll be done. But I haven't, like, so that's the only reason I haven't gone back to 2077. It's just because, like, I couldn't get into it. I'm sure it's a great game, and honestly, like, I did have fun with what I played. So don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying it's a bad game. Like, I know people that have enjoyed it. My friend who streamed it enjoyed it. You know, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Other games that I played a little bit and didn't finish because reasons. Sword Art Online, Licorice? Was that what it was? Licorice? Alicization Licorice or something? I didn't finish that because at a certain point, the nobles were just getting on my nerves so dang much that I literally just went, I want to do I just want to go to the noble's house, you know, like, break the game a bit, and then continue the main story. But because I couldn't do that, I just stopped playing. Because in Skyrim, if there's a character that's annoying me, I can end the character, like, and then just reload the save. So like I said, just most games, just like, I usually stop playing because they just make me want to go play Skyrim. Let's see. Oh, your Suika game frozen? No! Hope you get it unfrozen. Skyrim puts me to sleep, sadly. Aw, that's okay. It is kind of like a, especially when you're doing some of the more relaxing stuff. And it is more of an atmospheric thing too. Like, I could easily see people falling asleep. Speaking of atmospheric, I found out that Slime Rancher is on PlayStation Plus, and I have PlayStation Plus. So Slime Rancher's on the horizon. Don't know when, because I kind of wanted to play more Star Rail during like the month of November, but after, you know, getting sick and everything, and now the month of November is like pretty much almost over, I was kind of like, well, no Star Rail yet. But it'll happen. Probably like after the Just Chatting stream. I haven't decided if we're gonna play Star Rail for just the rest of December, or what's the word? Star Rail for the rest of December, or finish Majora's Mask for the rest of December. Gonna lurk now, getting groceries? No problem. I hope that goes well. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do after Just Chatting, but I do know that, you know, starting January, we've got Pal World. So I'm super excited for that. That's gonna be a fun game. I had so much to talk about too. I'm gonna share a picture of my Tharja and Robin keychains after this, because I legitimately want I want people to see those because they're really cute. I'm not gonna show all of the Robin keychain, I think, just because I think there's a spoiler included on one side if you've never played Awakening but you want to. But man, I love Tharja and Robin. I almost got to meet Michelle Ruff, and it was kind of funny because the only reason I didn't was because I thought she was going to be at the other convention that we were going to, and I didn't find out until it was too late that she wasn't. Like, I remember Lunar was like, we could have gone and talked to her, and I was like, nah, she's going to be at the other one. And she was like, no, she's not. And I was like, yeah, she is. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh crap, I thought she was gonna be at both of them. Oh well. So maybe next time. But also I didn't have anything noir for her to sign, so it actually worked out because I would have gotten her autograph on something I probably didn't know about, because the only thing I know Michelle Ruff in is noir. There's another character that I know her as too, but I really would have wanted something noir signed. Oh, I screwed it up. I shouldn't have dropped that cherry there. Oh well. Maybe we can salvage it? Nope, that just meant we couldn't. Oh well. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Just depends. I make a killer mac and cheese, and that's what I'm making for Thanksgiving, everybody. Maybe I'll post the recipe. Well, it's not really my recipe. I found it online. So maybe I shouldn't post the recipe, because I wouldn't even know how to go about getting their permission. It was on some recipe blog site, I think. It was I changed the recipe a little bit, though. Because, like, the recipe called for so much freaking cheddar cheese. Like, it was like, It involves cheddar cheese soup, and then you have to put like 3 different kinds of cheddar cheese on it, and I was like, that's so much cheddar. Like, let's get some diversity in here of the cheese, okay? And here we go, watermelon. Are you kidding me? No, get over there. So I changed the recipe. I only put 1 cheddar cheese bag in there, and then I put Colby Jack. And then depending on who I'm going to see, because I've got some people that like spicy stuff and some people that don't. So depending on who I'm going to bring the mac and cheese to will depend on whether I use pepper jack or another kind of cheddar. Oh no, I know what it was. I used 2 of the cheddars and then either pepper jack or Colby jack, depending on who I'm gonna see. And that's my mac and cheese, and it's so good. I wish it was my recipe, but I'm not that good, so I just find them online. Although the chicken soup recipe was my mom's, and then I found out she got that from online, so I was like, well, I guess it's not that bad to, you know, find a recipe online and just say, hey, that's the thing that I make. So I'm not smart enough to cook on my own. I can make a lot of frozen stuff, like ramen. That I'm good at. That's actually my thing. Like, if we're making dinner or something, my whole thing is that I make like, if it's gotta be if it's frozen or it's microwaved or like it's leftovers or something, that's my job. Because I'm just good at it. Like, I know exactly what the microwave needs to be set to. I know how to like make it in the oven. Like, that's just my thing. I can make yummy dishes. I can make a handful of yummy dishes. I really think it's just those 2, right? Is there something else that I make? I feel like there is. Like, in terms of food, what's that other thing that I make, Lunar? Oh, cheese ravioli. I make a really good cheese ravioli. I mean, it's frozen cheese ravioli, but the sauce is what I make. We one time had the best cheese ravioli. It was because it had like it was a tomato, it was the sauce in it, right? Like, it was the best we'd ever had. And I remember talking to a coworker at the time about it because he had tried the same cheese ravioli one time, right? And he's actually really good at cooking. And so I was mentioning it to him and I was like, do you have, like, I asked them to send me the recipe if they had it, but they never did. And I was like, do you know what they could have used or something? And he was like, yeah, it's milk. And I was like, they put milk in the tomato sauce? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's so freaking smart. So I do that now. Like, I found a creamy tomato recipe. And now I make cheese ravioli sauce. It is a really good sauce. Everything? Oh, thank you, Lunar. You have so much faith in me. That cherry has ruined everything. This is not good. No. Oh. Maybe it's not so bad. We could salvage this, I think. Maybe. Maybe. I needed that. Oh well. Into this. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. I've got to be so freaking careful. I screwed it up. Yep. Well, it is what it is. Oh well. Hey, we still did pretty good, I think. We broke 2,000. So we didn't break 3,000, but we came pretty darn close. 2534, I think, is the highest score so far that I've ever gotten. So that's pretty good, I think. All right, let me turn back around here. Hang on, because I have to face the other way for capture card stuff. There we go. I didn't cough as much as I thought I did, which is good. Just make sure I got it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. It is. Oh man. All right, well, everybody, I'm so happy that I was able to stream again. I'm glad I'm feeling better enough to do that. I do have an anime recommendation for everyone this week. And I've got a little bit of a thing with this. So, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is the anime recommendation. I need to be perfectly honest, I didn't think I was going to like this anime. I had seen clips, and I was like, I don't think I really can support the main character in this. He's kind of a scumbag. But I had actually had a very good friend of mine had actually was like, you need to see it. And I was like, okay, I will watch it one day. And I did intend to watch it. I just didn't know when, but I was just like, when I'm feeling up to it, I will watch it, because I was kind of getting burnt out on the whole isekai thing, because they just kind of follow the same stuff. It's always the same, right? None of the side characters get any development because we need to focus on the OP main character, who is so flat that his only character trait is a harem. And it's like, that's what it is. And I was just getting burnt out on it. And I really have to give this anime props, because not only are the side characters like fleshed out, like they get story, they get stuff and attention, and they're very well written. But on top of that, the main character he's strong, he's exceptionally strong, but he's not OP. He is a child prodigy that falls under the same exact things that child prodigies go through, which is he catches up to himself with age and then can't really get past that point, right? And they make it a point, like, he has flaws, okay? And when I say flaws, I don't mean it's because he is a pervert that a few times does some stuff that you're like, okay. Like, he actually makes the wrong decisions, and they make it a point to show you that he's actually just a regular person. In one instance, someone dies because of the decision he makes, and like, he deals with that. He deals with the fact that he made the wrong call. And I really got to be honest, it's been really good. I highly recommend it. But I will say, just because I know this one gives people a lot of ick, and it caught Lunar and I by surprise. Not to go into detail with anything, but in one of the latter episodes of season 1, I'm just gonna put it to you this way: Sweet Home Alabama is played in its entirety. Okay. Do with that information what you will. So if that's enough of a turnoff for you, that's fine. But I really got to say, the writing in this was really good. I honestly, like, after watching the first episode, didn't have a whole lot that I felt was like, I don't want to see any more of this. And it is a little bit slow at some parts, right? Like, there's some moments where they kind of sidetrack you, and you're just kind of like, okay, can we just move on? There's other things that these characters need to be doing. But overall, the story is really good. They actually flesh out their characters. It's a genuinely good anime. So I do highly recommend it if you don't mind the main character kind of, but he actually does get better. Like, I'll be perfectly honest, in the later portion of season 1, he's actually, like, got enough self-control to not be a pervert. At least that's what they show a little bit of. And then in the beginning of season 2, he kind of, like, leaves that to the side. And from some of the clips I've seen in season 2, he has grown up, and he's not, like, doing that, like, I don't really know how to put it other than just it's the beginning. Put through him being a pervert in the beginning, because he grows out of it. But that's the anime recommendation, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. It comes with the Fox's recommendation, but again, just a warning, they play Sweet Home Alabama in its entirety at the end of the anime. So yeah. Hopefully that's not vague enough that people won't get it. But anyway, It was fun. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun playing Suika Game. This is just a really good game. And I was glad that I got to relay some of the con stories and stuff. There was way more. There's so much more that I want to tell, but I think I'll probably save a lot of it for the Just Chatting stream, which should be coming in the beginning of December. It'll be right around the time of my 1-year anniversary. We're going to do the first Just Chatting stream. Bring a dinner, because it's going to be dinner with Shinji, and we're just going to have a good old time. That's it. I think for the month of November, we're just going to be kind of doing maybe some random stuff. Maybe another Suika game. Maybe Star Rail. Maybe. I feel like there was something else I wanted to play too. I'll probably remember it, but yeah. And then in December, we'll either finish Majora's Mask during the month of December, which would be fitting because I started with a Majora's Mask randomizer, and it'll be like I play through, like, you know, a year has passed and I'm still, you know, doing Majora's Mask, so that'll be fun. Or we'll do Honkai Star Rail to try to catch up with the story, because I'm trying to pick a game that is like, that's what I stream, right? Like, when people like think of my channel and stuff, they think of me as a streamer, like a variety streamer, but they also think of me as the one that streams this game, right? So I'm trying to think of it. It'll either be that or Splitgate, but I don't think I'm gonna be good enough at Splitgate to do anything there. But let's see. It was a great video, and I beat my score. I know, and thank you for the boba. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. I've talked everyone's ears off after being gone for so long, but I will be back in oh, you said you're going to beat my score. Good luck, Lunar. You're gonna need it. You're talking to the Fruit Master Fox here, okay? I know what I'm doing. You're gonna have a hard time, okay? Thank you for the boba anyway. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I'll be more active on Twitter now. Just because when I was taking a break from streaming, I just took a break from everything. Like I said, I think I was a little burnt out, and it was a good break. I think I needed the break. Not from streaming. Oddly enough, this isn't the thing that burnt me out. I think I was forced to not do it, and then in my burnout recovery, this just kind of fell under it, so. But anyway, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I look forward to streaming again, hopefully sometime this week, especially with the holiday coming up. I'll probably have a lot more free time to do maybe just like an extra stream or two. So here's hoping. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Bye, Lunar. Glad you got to watch, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Bye, everyone. Good to see you again.